New year, new awful. Last year in the Pizza Fund, our Wednesday shows, our premium shows, we've been talking for a few months about this guy named Ruphio Pheonix. Now, if you don't understand what it is we do here at Pod Awful, we go and find the weirdest, strangest, darkest corners of the internet, and we shine a spotlight on them and, well, bully them. But not in a bad way, in a way to help them. In fact, we learned a lot from this guy, Ruphio. You see, Ruphio Pheonix, he actually taught us to not be cyber bullies anymore. We learned quite a bit. He also taught us exactly how to be the best cyber bullies. Again, we learned a lot from this man. We learned so much from Ruphio Pheonix, so much, that Ruphio actually ended up closing down his YouTube channel. You see, Ruphio was a gamer. He was one of these, like PewDiePie. He streams his video games while playing them. Well, he had a bit of a public freak out after the last time we talked about him. He was tired of us talking about him. In fact, I'm going to show you, this is just a clip of a 15-minute long freak out that Ruphio had all about me. Check this out.
Dickhead, you're succeeding in hurting people. That's not okay. I get it. You want to bully the internet, but cyber terrorism is not okay.
See, he says we're cyber terrorists. And if you're wondering about the video here, those of you watching the video version, you'll see that you can't really see anything. It's just pointed at his ceiling. The reason for that is Ruphio had it with us so much. And to be honest, I don't think I was even talking about him anymore at this point. I'm not exactly sure what he was angry about, but he had it with us so much. We were trying to be his fans on his YouTube channel. He couldn't appear on camera because he was crying. Let's keep listening to this.
Dickhead, this is harmful to me, to my home, my ability to live and pay for my rent in my home.
Right.
I'm a disabled adult. That means this is even more wrong and really does hurt a protected party.
Yeah, he's a protected party because he claims he's a disabled adult. If you're wondering what that disability is, earlier in the video, he says it's something called human nocturnalism. I'm not making that up.
That's wrong. That's illegal, asshole. And beyond that, you called my son, my 6-year-old son, and allowed people to say even more things about my 6-year-old son.
I didn't call his son. I have no idea. If somebody called his son, don't call his son, okay? I would never do that.
Fuck my content at this point, dude. My son is involved. My 6-year-old boy.
If he's involved, this is a 6-year-old. If he's involved, now this is a man who lives alone. He does not live with his son. His parents take care of his son. He lives on SSI. And he barely has anything to do with his son. If his son is somehow involved, it ain't because of us. It's because a grown man who vapes on camera for YouTube went to his 6-year-old son and went, the internet's bullying me. Now, if you don't understand what we're doing here, and I think the very people at YouTube probably wouldn't understand this, let me get this out of the way now, because when we go into 2019, we're going into a brand new year. We're getting closer to the dark future that is headed for all of us thanks to this digital landscape. I want to explain something. When we say we bully the internet, when we say we're bullying these people, it's a joke. This is a comedy show. And I'll tell you why it's a joke. We all need to get over this idea that you can bully adults. You can't. You see, it used to be bullying meant one child hitting another child. It was physical hitting. That used to be what bullying is. You were told as a child, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And rarely did sticks or stones come into the picture. Now, adults can be bullied from 1,000 miles away with words. This is what we're laughing at here at Pod Awful. Every time we talk about one of these goons on the show, that's what we're laughing at. The very idea that you can let words get to you to such a degree that you have this public a freak out is ridiculous. It is natural, earthly comedy.
Is involved. My friends and people who look up to me in real life are involved
Nobody looks up to Ruphio.
now, even though you did not have a right to. They didn't know about you, and they didn't really pay attention to me. Therefore, they were not involved in unknowing of you sending them my nudes you've pretty much photoshopped and said elsewhere. That's illegal. There's not a damn thing you've done that's right. You've handed me my case. And I just gotta wait until after Christmas to fight back.
You see, if you don't know how the law works here in the U.S., we've got a lot of listeners of the podcast and watchers of the YouTube channel who don't live in the U.S., so maybe you don't know this. In the U.S., laws can't be enforced until after Christmas.
This is painful, dickhead!
So Ruphio very suddenly and very violently jerks the camera to show himself while screaming at me that I'm a dickhead. He's completely nude, by the way. And then
you don't
drops the
deserve
camera.
to be on the internet if that's what you do!
I don't deserve to be on the internet. Well, here I am making a living on the internet. And tonight on the show, we're going to interview a guy by the name of Fox Azure. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. He's a furry. Some people might have heard of him before. He's a pretty well-known furry. And it turns out this Fox fella knows Ruphio Pheonix, and he's got some stories to tell. Let's go bully the internet. New year, new awful. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful TV.
Oh, your mother's doing it right. Pod awful sucks, you faggot. Buzz boy. You danger. You scam artist, douchebag. You're the worst, motherfucker. Just give up. You fucking little piece of shit.
You're crazy. You're sick of your head.
Fucking dweeb. Faggot. Jackass. Pod awful sucks, you faggot. You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
You're human trash.
My mom doesn't like it when I mention Pod Awful anymore.
Sorry, nigga.
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show
This content right here
on the Pod Awful TV network.
is Pizza Fun's own.
Podawful.pizza.
This shit is beefer. You're listening to Howdy Do with J. Crew.
Podawful.pizza.
We got shooters in these streets.
Nigga.